Many people get confused because the Antichrist has many different names and titles in both the Old and New Testament. But when you compare scripture with scripture, it's easy to see when the passages are referring to the Antichrist. So let's start with the title beast. This can sometimes be confusing because a beast can refer to a king or a kingdom. I'll show you a quick example out of Daniel 7. In Daniel 7:17, it says, "These great beasts, which are 4 in number, are 4 kings who will arise from the earth." But then in Daniel 7:23, it says, "The 4th beast will be a 4th kingdom on the earth, which will be different from all the other kingdoms." So here we can see that beast can refer to either a king or a kingdom. In the case of the Antichrist, he's actually referred to as a king throughout the book of Daniel, among other titles. For example, in Daniel 11:36, it says, "Then the king shall do according to his own will. He shall exalt and magnify himself above every god, shall speak blasphemies against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the wrath has been accomplished." We notice a similar description in Revelation 13:6. It says, "Then he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven." And we see a similar description in Daniel 7:25. "He shall speak pompous words against the Most High, shall persecute the saints of the Most High, and shall intend to change times and laws. Then the saints shall be given into his hand for a time, times, and half a time." We also see that same time frame throughout the book of Revelation. So it becomes clear after a while when you compare scripture to scripture that all of these passages are referring to the same man, the Antichrist. Now we see the actual term Antichrist used in 1 John 2:18. It says, "Dear children, this is the last hour. And as you have heard, the Antichrist is coming. Even now, many Antichrists have come. This is how we know it's the last hour." So here we see 2 different uses of the word Antichrist. We see the Antichrist is coming, meaning one final Antichrist, but we also find out that throughout history, there's been many Antichrist figures or foreshadows. Throughout the Bible, it's common for one character to have multiple different names. I want to show you one more really important example from 2 Thessalonians 2:3-4. And then verse 9, we're going to see 3 different names, all for the Antichrist, just in this small section. It says, "Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. The coming of the lawless one is according to the workings of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish." So there we see 3 different titles for the same person: the man of sin, the son of perdition, and the lawless one. Hopefully that was helpful.